What is going on, everybody? This is Bokasatsu of the streamigos coming at you with another episode of the Resident Evil 4 Let's Play. I do apologize for the weird webcam placement. Usually the webcam placement for the last video is what I usually place it for in Phasmophobia. Anyway, last episode, we took on Garador, or as I like to call him, the Blind Wolverine. In this episode, we're going to be taking on my least favorite area in the entire game. The water room. The water room is specifically what I bought the RPG for. I also did some upgrading off screen, so hopefully I'm better prepared. Again, with Ash, this is pretty much the main reason I chose the Ashley armor, because she's pretty much on her own and you have to defend her. It's not a fun section to go through. It really isn't. But I'm going to do it anyway. There's also a chief strat I'm going to do, so... Basically, this just resets everybody. So I'm going to go in there, use Ashley as bait. Oh my god. This is already going swimmingly. Oh no. Obviously this is going to be fast forward, so... This is also why I said stock up on rifle ammo. Oh god. Okay. That actually abuses bait while I collect the resources. The water room isn't difficult. It can just be a bit tedious. Give me that sweet, sweet ammo, baby. Oh. Get damn shells. Yeah, I should be able to hit Jesus with so much ammo. God. Normally I don't use these, but given the circumstances... Oh. Mr. B. Okay. Come on.
Look, there's a crank over there.
Yeah, come on.
Wait.
Get your ass over there, Ashley.
Watch out for me.
Now, with the Ashley armor, she'll be fine. We're basically just going to be defending ourselves. It'll take a bit longer for her to get everything fully raised because we're not worrying about her as much. But rest assured, you'll want to defend her if she doesn't have the armor. Now you're still going to have to catch her. Oh, son of a bitch. This piece. Oh god, oh god. Bad touch, bad touch. Bad touch. Hate that room. Alright, we're probably gonna get some capacity upgrades, so don't reload anything if you can help it.
You alright?
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Ashley, wait! Ashley!
What's going on?
Don't worry, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
See, that scene never made sense to me because she knows he's there to protect her. And it just feels like it comes out of left field of like, I'm independent, leave me alone. Like, it was literally just set up just for that scene alone, just for her to get captured. There's some later scenes of her getting captured that make sense, but this one just feels out of place and just kind of forced. I don't know.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
That, like I said, that scene just makes no sense to me. It's pure setup just so she can get kidnapped. It's literally one of those because plot scenes. So, gonna go around, collect resources I can, which isn't really a whole lot, but still, any little cut helps. Okay, now before I go to the merchant, there is these set of stairs. But if we go up them, we can't get in there. We have to go through the sewer for everything to get unlocked. And once it is, there's going to be a new treasure up there that we can get. But for right now, let's go to the merchant and upgrade our weapons. So if a gun has 2 capacity upgrades and you have 5 or less bullets, it's up to you if you want to get both upgrades. Personally, I wait until I'm out of ammo again to get another capacity upgrade. Well, at least try to. So always increase the reload speed if you can. The reload speed on a lot of these weapons is garbage.
Is that all?
So whenever you get the opportunity to do, I highly, highly recommend you do so. Something I just noticed and should probably bring up is you have a save counter and a round counter. The save counter obviously counts how many times you saved in a game. The round counter counts how many times you've played a new game on that one. So if you finish the game, you can save over your clear game file and still continue onward. But only if you start a new game. Or not a new game, but load that cleared game and go forward. Yeah. Commentating. Not the easiest thing. Okay, before I head to the next area, I almost forgot to mention this new area. It also has a file for us that we're going to want to grab, at least if you're going for a complete playthrough. Target practice. Game rules. Receive prizes by scoring above 1,000 points. Bonus points will be awarded for headshots. A high-scoring Salazar target will appear with successive hits. Gotta read that word. Shooting an Ashley target will deduct points. 1 bottle cap will be awarded for every 1,000 points scored. Special bottle caps will be awarded by either shooting all the wooden targets except Ashley or scoring above 3,500 points. There are 24 bottle caps in all. Each time you enter a new shooting range, 6 new bottle caps will become available. Each time you complete a row on the collector's base, you'll earn bonus points. There are a total of 4 rows. You have 4 bonus chances. Bottle cap collections can be viewed in the key treasure screen. So, basically what this is a shooting gallery, and you get bottle caps. This is the game's collectibles. This is optional. You don't have to get all the bottle caps to beat the game, or get any true ending or whatever. You can, well, I shouldn't say you can. If you want to get all the achievements, you'll have to get every single bottle cap. I believe there's 4 or 5 shooting galleries. But yeah. And any ammo on the table you can't really pick up. So now the Novistador enemies can be a pain in the ass. And you'll see why here in a minute. Now, you see that, like, pile of drool that's just, like, swishing about? That's a Novistador. These sons of bitches turn invisible on you. I'm surprised the music isn't playing. Maybe I need to get further in for it to play. Oh, there we go. Now, I shouldn't be wasting these rifle bullets like this, but it's better to take them out with the rifle, because you can just one-shot them. And because they drool, it's easy to see where their heads are at, so you can go in for a headshot. And they'll also drop different eyes. This is for a new combinable treasure in the castle. I believe it's the castle section only that this one appears. And we're going to get to it here in a second. I'm going to go for the pistol here. Because this one can be kind of hard to hit. Okay, maybe it is. There we go. They take a lot of shotgun bullets to take out. You're gonna get a lot of these, like, eye things, so... if you miss a couple, that's fine. The only rare one is the red, are they just eyes? Yeah. Oh, I already got the red one. Nice. The red one is the rarest of all the eyes. This is really weird. Just because there's a yellow herb there. Now, if you're playing on professional difficulty, and you're this low of health, they can one-shot you. And the Novacidors are the most annoying enemies on professional. But that's not until later into the game. And you'll see why. Sometimes I forget that one's there. There are going to be some instances where you can sneak attack these things, or any enemy really, as you see in the past videos. So we can't go down there because there's all that water blocking the passage. So we have to lower it. Now in here is a butterfly lamp. This is what you combine the eyes with, which from now on I'm just going to call them butterfly eyes. Sometimes you'll get lucky and be able to get all three pieces before getting the butterfly lamp. It really just depends on how lucky you are. Get the rifle back out. For some reason it spawns two back to back. I don't know why that is. Cool. I'm only doing this because it's the last one. Oh god. Yep. Sometimes they'll surprise you like that, so it's not really that good of an idea to do what I just did. Oh. There should be a file somewhere. Excuse me a moment. Sorry about that. I thought I had streamer mode on. As soon as I heard that Discord notification, I knew I had to turn it on. So, here's our next file. Luis's memo. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their hosts. It's basic knowledge among biologists, but not much is known as to how the parasites do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal some clues as to how the powers of the Las Plagas work, and perhaps provide more insight on the victims of the Las Plagas, the Los Ganados. Here's a list of some parasites that have the ability to manipulate the behavioral patterns of their host. Dicrocolium. I'm probably going to butcher the hell out of these, but once the larva of this parasite migrates to the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening, the infected ant climbs to the top of a plant and clamps onto a leaf using its mandible. It stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by a browsing herbivore such as a sheep. One could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Galactosomum? The larvae of this parasite makes its home inside the brain of a fish such as the yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish will make their way up to the water surface where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this peculiar behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get into the bodies of the seabirds. Leucochloridium? Chloridium, my bad. This parasite's sporocysts develop in the snail's tentacles. The sporocysts are vivid in color and pulsate continually, somewhat like a worm. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of a plant where it is more visible to the eyes of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. So we're going to be finding a lot of these memos by Louis. Just double checking to make sure there's no more. So I feel like there's... Yep, incendiary grenade. Now, that's all of them. Like, that's all of the Novistadors. But somehow, one gets missed. And I've looked everywhere I can to find it. But it literally only spawns once you go through this door. Son of a bitch. Nasty looking mother. Oh, I forgot the velvet blue down here. Stuff like that's hard to miss, or easy to miss, I mean. And now there is another section that can be a bit tricky. But thankfully, when you go past this door, you get a checkpoint. This room was a bitch to get through on my first run. You basically just have to take your time and time the axe swings properly. Thankfully, you have those what looks to be cuts to kind of help guide your thing, so I'm going to have to focus here for a second. Now, this last one's tricky because you have both of them to worry about. Sometimes it's hard to time it properly. You're probably going to be messing up the timing a lot, and that's okay. This is where I died the most in my first playthrough, because I used to be really bad at timing. Now, it's not really stated what's on that table. But one thing you want to do is, if you have the infinite rocket launcher, which can be unlocked, you can shoot it. Oh, goddamn. Okay. It doesn't matter if the rest get away, you want to at least get the red one, because he has the most valuable thing. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh. This is the first time I've seen him sprout block ahead. Now, in this section of the game, it is dangerous to do that. Especially since the type of plug heads that these guys produce. So, now as far as I know, this ladder doesn't drop down until after you go through the Novistador section. If it does beforehand, I had no idea. But basically, this is just another jumping thing. The merchant, you don't have to open up these cage doors to get, but if you want the treasure, you have to open up the cage doors. Because right over there, that side of it's unlocked, so you don't have to do anything to get to the merchant. This is just to get the treasure up top here. And is the second elegant mask of the entire game. And it looks like we already have all the eyes for the next butterfly lamp. There are 2 butterfly lamps, including this one in the entire castle section. Alrighty, and that's going to do it for today's episode. If you like what you saw here today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you also like what I do here, then please feel free to follow me on Twitch, because every Saturday night I stream with the other streamigos, Phasmophobia. If you want to see what the other streamigos are up to, please feel free to follow their Twitches, which will be in the link in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.